Hello SBM ITB Student 2025. Welcome to our class Introduction to Business. After 2 years mainly spent at home, you are here now as a student at university. Therefore, this video will guide you to help smooth your entry into university life. After you watch the video, hopefully you as SBM ITB student will have greater responsibility and a better attitude toward your study, which will result in higher academic achievement. Different terms mean different concepts and suggest different attitude. The most significant difference between high school and the university is that you are treated as an adult. Therefore, university students are considered mature and are hoped to behave maturely. For example, you are required to have initiative, responsible, and get involved in as many opportunities as you can. That means you get to take greater control of how you spend your time and what you study. It also means that your education is your responsibility. No one is going to do it for you. You are now entering university life and you might be unsure about what the university will be like. In high school, if you didn't show up to class, your mom should get a phone call from the school. But in university, whether or not you show up is up to you. But remember, you are paying for the class whether you attend or not. It is your choice to attend class and do your work. It is not your lecture or your parent choice. Nobody will tell you to do the assignment. It's up to you to get them done. This freedom can be exciting, but remember, with great power comes great responsibility. At the start of your newfound freedom, you might find yourself staying up too late all the time, or making other decisions that you might not have had in high school. This is pretty common and soon enough you will learn how to succeed on your own. However, the biggest problem is understanding this difference in a very limited time. It can be challenging to figure out everything, and the best strategy is to talk with your lecturer and university staff if you are anxious or have a problem. As a university student, you shall have a certain academic right subject to code limitation. You have the right to pursue a course of study that allow you to graduate in a timely manner, including the opportunity to make more than required credit. You also have the freedom to learn, explore, and challenge ID while building and sharing your own opinion. We want you to know that your opinions are valuable and should be able to be expressed without fear of retribution by the lecturers. But at the same time, this freedom obligates you to follow class assignment and master course content even if you disagree with it. Privacy is another problematic issue. This is related to the ability to behave, think, speak, and express without the monitoring or surveillance of someone else. In addition, your personal information is confidential and should not be disclosed to third party. Additional to all the right, if you violate some rules, you have the right to be treated with presumption of innocence. With right also comes responsibility. There are so many responsibilities, however, these are the most important one. It is about honesty and also confidence in developing your work. You have to respect others, even the ones who have already prepared something for free. You have to respect the guides by mentioning the name and publication. You also need to remember that everybody is concentrating on academic activity. Please do not obstruct and especially do not come late to the class. In any institution, you obligatory to stop any kind of bullying, and the university adopt university right and responsibility. Some of you might think otherwise, so please be respectful. Students come into higher education with different beliefs about what learning itself actually involves. Please take a look at this figure. For any subject matter, the higher we achieve, the more successful we are. All the first two conceptions imply that the student has to pass the purple and blue block first by seeing learning mainly involving reproducing information in the same form as initially learned. In higher education, effective learning also depends on transforming the knowledge presented. It is also related to what is already known and make personal sense. Therefore, you might try your best to apply the subject matter or the green block. The more sophisticated conception involve more active effort and involvement in making sense of the material and developing personal understanding, which may lead to a more fundamental change. In other words, if you manage to apply, it is good that you enter the yellow block. Then usually it brings you to the orange block. Critical reading is a way to advance your understanding. It is fundamental to higher learning. Develop a reading strategy and boost your learning potential. In the previous slide, you know that to succeed in learning, it is not enough only to understand and apply the information. Critical reading strategy facilitates you to be able to move from bloom remembering to upper block creating. Critical reading involves presenting a reasoned argument that evaluates and analyzes what you have read. Being critical means advancing your understanding. When reading academic material, you will be faced with author interpretation and opinion. Different authors will naturally have different understanding and belief. You should always examine what you are reading critically and look for limitation, inconsistency, oversight, and argument against what you are reading. In academic circle, as a student, you will be expected to understand different viewpoints and make judgment based on what you have read. Therefore, as a critical reader, you should reflect on first what the text says. After critically reading a journal or book, you should be able to take note on the key point by paraphrasing in your own words. Second, what the text describes. You should be confident that you have understand the text and can use your own example and compare and contrast with other journals on the subject in hand. And third, interpretation of the text. This means that you should be able to comprehensively analyze the text and state a meaning for the text as a whole. In SBM-ITB, you will be required to read and critically think about a lot of information from different sources. It is important, therefore, that you learn to read not only critically but also efficiently. SQ3R is a well-known strategy for reading. SQ3R can be applied to a range of reading purposes as it is flexible and considers the need to change read speed. S for survey. If you cannot read all the book on a recommendation reading list, you need to find a way of selecting the best text for you. This related to speed reading, scanning, and skimming the text. Key for question. Before you begin to read, it is important that you have a question or set of questions that will guide you. Having questions change reading from a passive to an active pursuit. Example of possible questions include what do I already know about this subject? How does this chapter relate to the assignment question? How can I relate what I read to my own experience? First R is read. Now you will be ready for the main activity of reading. This involves careful consideration of the meaning of what the author is trying to convey and involves being critical and active. The second R is recall. Regardless of how interesting an article or chapter is, unless you make an effort to recall what you have just read, you will forget many important points. Recalling for time to time allows you to focus on the main point. A significant element in being active is writing down the key point in your own words. And the third R is review. The final step is to review the material you recall in your notes. Did you understand the main principle of the argument? Did you identify all the main points? And review the text again to make sure and clarify your understanding. In university life, you should learn to think independently, question assumptions, and explore the world around you. At SBM-ITB, you will learn and develop skills ranging from time management, working in a team, communicating business ideas effectively, making a business network, finding solutions to common problems, and making the best decision to take, making research, and most importantly, SBM-ITB pushes you to develop personal growth and interact with people across culture. In university education, effective learning requires students also to take a substantial share of responsibility for their academic development, complementing the responsibility taken by the lecturer. In this sense, active collaboration, dialogue, interaction, mutual accountability, and reflection are inherent aspects of this lecture, and students share responsibility. Lecturers are responsible for student learning by preparing for classes, leading class discussion, and challenging the student with learning tasks. Meanwhile, the students are responsible for their learning by coming to class prepared, participating in class discussion, and putting forth their best effort on learning tasks. Teamwork skills are considered essential for personal, academic, and professional achievement. So SBM-ITB attempt you to also learn with your friend. The effective group size in learning is 4 to 5 members. If the group is too large, it is better to divide it into smaller groups. The learning quality depends on the member quality, so it is better to try to organize a diverse grouping. Do not invite classmates who want to free ride. By learning with your friend, you develop your communication skill and can share ideas and expertise between other students. Learning in SBM-ITB should be fun but will be challenging. Try your best to make the most of your learning at SBM. So enjoy the process of learning in SBM-ITB for your next 3 years.